Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth in sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And I found another article for you brothers through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bashem Rakakadash. And the title of this article is called U.S. to deploy warship and fifth generation fighter jets to UAE. So it says here, the show of force comes after an escalation of conflict in Yemen. And once again, the United States is spreading themselves too thin. They already got troops in Ukraine. They already got troops on the borders of Europe. They already got troops in the borders of Russia. They already got troops in the western parts of Africa. They already got troops over there in Taiwan. Well, naval troops over there on the sailing by the artificial islands of Taiwan. So the U.S. got troops everywhere, and they're spreading themselves thin. They're spreading themselves thin. You know, and well, they've just spreaded themselves even thinner, because now they got a warship and a fifth fighter jets being deployed over to UAE. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin announced on Tuesday that the U.S. would deploy the USS Cole Guided Missile Destroyer and fifth generation fighter jets to the United Arab Emirates to defend against the Houthi rebels. Austin spoke with Abu Dhabi Crown Prince Mohammed Abu bin Zayed Al Nahyan on Tuesday. I can't really say them names like that, man. I'm not used to saying those kind of names. And promised the prince that USS Cole would be sent to collaborate with the UAE Navy before making a port call in Abu Dhabi. Austin also pledged to send fifth-generation fighter jets, referring to Lockheed's Martin F-35 and F-22 Raptor jets. And there's just a documentation right there stating so. Around 2,000 U.S. soldiers, look at that, 2,000 U.S. soldiers, right? And airmen are stationed at Abu Dhabi's Al Dhafra Air Base, and both countries supported Saudi Arabia's ongoing war against the Houthis in Yemen, though the U.S. ceased offensive operations there last year and said UAE withdrew its ground troops in early 2020. Yet the UAE continues to back anti-Houthi groups on the ground, and the U.S. continues to support Saudi Arabia and its allies with arms sales, intelligence sharing, and defensive support. In response to the Houthis have recently turned their attention to the UAEs and the United States troops stationed there. Monday saw Houthi missiles fly towards Abu Dhabi, drones target Dubai. The rebel group claimed to have successfully struck important sites with these attacks, but the U.S. and UAE insist that the projectiles were intercepted. So you heard exactly what I just read there, okay? Chaos, right? Now this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And this right here, brothers, is an example of wars and hearing of rumors of wars. We hear no rumors of, things that are happening here, things that are happening there, drone missiles that are being shot. drones being targeted, the Houthis rebelling, and U.S. sending troops and fighter jets. So we're hearing about wars and rumors of wars, right? However, what did Yahweh say? See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And I'm going to get one more scripture, then go ahead and close it out. Luke chapter 21, verse 9. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Right? And what we're seeing here is what we're hearing about wars and commotions. This is a commotion right here. So a lot is happening around the world. Lord's will, I'll continue to keep you brothers update on this situation. With that, I'm going to say Shalom is on to the next one.